everyone, I'm the Dynamic Duover,
And I'm Death Dealer Films.
and today we shall be reviewing Face the Raven. Now, before we begin, I just want to say why I'm not reviewing the Zygon 2-parter or Sleep No More after recent events in Paris. I'm going to wait a while to do the Zygon 2-parter. And Sleep No More, I have a special idea to do Sleep No More, but I need to get some stuff ready. Okay, so that's why we're reviewing Face the Raven today. So, today I'm joined by Death Dealer Films. Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yes. So, let's begin. So, Clara and the Doctor get a phone call from their old friend, Rigsy from Flatline, and who has gotten this mysterious tattoo that is counting down. What did you think about this plot?
It's an interesting plot. I do like the idea of the tattoo. It brings back a little bit more of it feels a little like a death mark almost.
Yeah. Ironically, your name's Death.
I know.
So yeah, this tattoo is counting down towards his death. So the Doctor and Clara arrives, pick up Rigsy and takes him to the TARDIS, which they scan him with the TARDIS, and it turns out he only has like 3 hours left to live, and that his memory has been wiped.
So he has no idea how he got this tattoo. All he knows is that in 3 hours he's going to spontaneously explode.
And the Doctor comes up with this idea that he has arrived on a forgotten street, a trap street, where they use Clara. Clara uses the sonic sunglasses and hangs. Yeah, sonic sunglasses. Boo! Can't wait to see them gone. So yeah, she hangs out of the TARDIS to see if she can find this trap street. Like, you cannot focus on this street because it's supposed to be hidden. So only when you're not thinking, when something caught you off guard, you will see this. So whatever point Clara's eyes do not look over, that's where the trap street is. But you see the TARDIS starts to shake and she falls out where she's hanging on. But she's having a blast. She's laughing. She's just having a fun time.
I think that girl's nuts.
Yeah, you can see from this episode, she's starting to be like, throughout the season we have been seeing her become more like the Doctor. But she's not the Doctor. She can die. I remember talking about this. Like, the only way for Clara to leave
was if she dies.
And her being reckless in this episode is what gets her. Oh, wait, spoiler alert. Gets her killed. So yeah, and I really enjoy this setup for this episode. Like, I have to admit, I did like Jenna Coleman's portrayal of Clara. She had a good 2 seasons.
Maybe a little more.
Season 7, really? She had no character.
Yeah, okay, but she's still hot. She was still a character.
Yeah. They decide to go around London looking for this trap street in the areas where Clara's eyes couldn't focus. When they find the trap street, and it's run by Sherda or me, but I'm not going to call her me. I'm just going to call her Sherda. You remember Sherda, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not the girl from The Girl Who Died and the Woman Who Lived. Just wondering, what do you think of her character, Sherda?
I like it. Kind of a little dark, but it comes full circle no matter what.
Yeah, something I like about Sherda, she's so old she cannot remember everything. She has to write it down. Like, that's the human mind. Older you get, you forget so much, and even if she doesn't age, she can't remember everything. I think that's a good thought.
Yeah.
So she has become the mayor of the trap street, and we find out Rigsy has committed a murder.
Oh God.
Yeah. And something else I like to say. I like how the aliens are camouflaging with the human race. Like, the trap street makes them look like human. I thought that was nice. I did.
Okay,
What
so
are you doing?
It's not him.
Yeah, I know how aliens. So yeah, I like that part. I found that a very interesting way. If you're hiding from the human race, you
Why
will
not?
want
They're
to blend in.
They're blended as a dog, though.
Well, one of them was an alien werewolf.
Well, that's weird.
So yeah, so the Doctor must prove Riggsy's innocent, and and it turns out if you have this tattoo and when it reaches 0, this guy who stole medicine for his dying wife gets the tattoo, and when it comes down, he runs, and the sword is death basically, and it takes the form of a raven, and when it comes after you, it goes straight inside you and kills you. Like when it's done, smoke comes out of your mouth, and the sword goes back to its cage.
It's almost like a demon smoking out.
Really, I was kind of thinking like the death. What were they called in the Harry Potter films? Death Eaters? Yeah.
Death Eaters.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I saw the smoke going
I
out.
thought it was Death Eaters.
So yeah, so the Doctor must find a way to prove Riggsy's innocent for this crime. So he goes and interviews aliens. While Clara and Riggsy are trying to prove he's innocent, Clara comes up with this idea to transfer the tattoo, which you can do that. You can transfer the tattoo to someone else to save the other person, but now you will have the tattoo. And because Ashota promised the Doctor that Clara is under her protection because he didn't want her to get the tattoo, she thinks Ashota would take away the tattoo because she can do it. She has said that.
Mm-hmm.
And she thought this would buy them more time. So she gets the tattoo. What do you think about this one? It proves Clara's becoming more reckless. Again.
Yeah, like, somebody's got a deadly tattoo that's going to kill them in like an hour or maybe 2. You are going to want to get rid of it, but you're not going to want to take it yourself. Because if they're running at little time, you take over their time. Time doesn't restart, it just goes off from where it stopped.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Her plan does make sense because she's under the protection of the mayor of the city, and the mayor can take away the tattoo. That is a good plan.
Yeah.
She is putting reason into it. It's not like she's just taking away the tattoo and planning to die. No, that's not her plan. She came up with a plan, and that's Doctor-like.
Yeah, but you can't be Doctor-like if you're not the Doctor. You can try to act like him,
Which she does.
but ultimately it just gets you killed.
Yeah.
Same thing would happen to Rose Tyler if she swallowed the time vortex. It didn't kill her.
It should.
Yet.
So yeah. Riggsy, the Doctor. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. The Doctor interviews some of the aliens, and turns out Riggsy tried to get Ashota to phone him because when you have the Doctor's phone number and you are accused to murdering someone, who do you phone?
Well, or Ashota. Or whatever floats your boat, right?
So yeah, so Ashota knows about the Doctor, so she knew Riggsy and the Doctor were friends.
Mm-hmm.
So something's going on with Ashota. So the Doctor, Riggsy, and Clara finds the daughter of the person that was murdered. And that species, I forgot the name of the species, but they have 2 faces. One on the front and one on the back. The first face sees the past and the other sees the future. And how she says Riggsy was not responsible for the murder. So the Doctor heads to where they're keeping the body, and it's in the stasis-like chamber. And it turns out the person that was murdered, Anna was her name, she's alive. She's not dead. And there's this keyhole the size of the TARDIS keyhole. So the Doctor puts it into it, but the key is taken, and he gets this teleportation device, but it releases Anna from this chamber. And Ashota walks in.
Yeah. See, when your body is put in a stasis chamber, now stasis in the real world, you'll die, but your body's preserved. In the sci-fi world, the stasis chamber rebuilds your atoms. So even if you are stabbed in some vital organs...
She wasn't even killed.
Yeah, I know, but even if it's like a wound or even if something happens, you put someone's body in a homeostasis chamber,
It stabilized the body, basically.
And it rebuilds the atoms from a molecular level.
Yeah.
Or a submolecular level.
So yeah, it turns out Ashilda was never going to kill Rigsy. He was just bait for the Doctor to get there, because some people, some outside people, probably with some way of time traveling, and probably lords of some kind, are behind this. Probably. They never say who's behind it, but I'm putting my bet on those certain categories. Time lords. So yeah.
What? Totally not.
So yeah, it turns out Ashilda was always going to remove the tattoo. Rigsy was in no danger, even if the Doctor couldn't get the key, couldn't get the teleportation onto him, she was still going to remove it. But when Rigsy tells her that Clara has a tattoo, that's when everything goes bad. You see her, because you can only transfer the tattoo to one person, and it cannot be retaken. So basically, Clara is going to die, and it's so sad because Clara is dying for no reason, because Rigsy was never in danger. It's a pointless death.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what Clara deserves, because throughout this season, we saw her becoming reckless. We saw her teaming up with Missy, fighting the ghost, while the Doctor was fighting the Fisher King. Why she was taking... What other things she has... Oh, like, throughout the season, we have seen Clara doing dangerous, stupid things.
Even in season 8, like the second last episode in season 8, you can tell that the Doctor never existed. I'm the Doctor. That's kind of pushing your boundaries a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially...
I still don't like that, but that's a review for another time.
Yeah.
So yeah. From what else we get? Oh yeah. So yeah. I really like Peter Capaldi's acting here. I think that's his best acting besides the speech from the Zygon inversion, where you hear how you see the Doctor threaten Ashilda, how he says, "I will bring hell upon you for the rest of the time."
That was a great line.
Or how he says, "The Doctor is no longer here. You are stuck with me." You can see the anger in Peter Capaldi's eyes, and you can see Ashilda is scared. She's terrified because you never push the Doctor this far. You never kill his companion, and we already know Peter Capaldi's Doctor is pretty dark. Mm-hmm. Just imagine what he's going to be like in Heaven's Sent when his companion is dead.
Oof.
And I also like what Clara says to the Doctor, how she isn't frightened about her death, how he shouldn't blame himself for her death, that this was her fault. Because I think Clara and 12th Doctor are the second best relationship with the Doctor and companion. The first is the 10th Doctor and Donna.
Yeah, that relationship was really, really well done.
Yeah, I think we have some of the best moments in the season have been with the 12th Doctor and Clara.
Yeah, really. But you know what? Even though that's all fine, I feel like she was on too long, and that's the only way she could have left.
Yeah, like she could have left at the end of Kill the Moon, Mummy on the Orient Express, Death in Heaven,
she could have
Last Christmas. 4 times she could have left.
She could have left after the Bells of St. John.
That was the 3rd episode.
Yeah, but
and she
kept dying practically.
Yeah, but those were echoes, so don't count.
Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, and I like how she's so brave that she doesn't run. She runs towards the Raven instead of
runs away.
Yeah, and how she says, "Let me be brave. Let me be brave." And that's Clara's character down there. She's always brave. She's like when I saw this, I was sad. I almost cried, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, it was so dramatic. Like, this character that we have known for 2.5 years will no longer be in Doctor Who. And I know I have said Clara would die. That's the only way she would leave. But still, it's so sad.
Yeah. Oh.
Any thoughts on the death?
I think it was really... It wasn't dragged out as like a lot of deaths in different TV shows and movies, especially in movies like The Lord of the Rings or in TV shows like, oh god, Game of Thrones. Those deaths are way too overdramatic. This was pretty cut and dry.
I like it when you see the raven goes inside of her,
Yeah.
and where you hear no sounds, you just see her in pain, but you don't hear the screams. I
Yeah,
thought
just
that
more
was a
like-
nice touch.
Yeah, you're like, and then dead. I
Yeah.
think it wasn't over
And the
dramatic.
way the doctor looks at the dead body, you can see he's
He's
angry, he's sad.
he's got mixed emotions going.
Yeah.
He's happy she saved somebody, but he's sad she's dead, and he's angry that this happened. So he's got all these mixed emotions.
And when he re-enters the building to tell Shilda that this is
Her
that,
fault.
yeah, and how she should keep away from him or he will do something to her.
Unleash all hell upon thee.
Yep. And the doctor's teleported away to a mysterious location. And I really like the post-credit scene with Rigsy painting the TARDIS.
Yeah, he painted it. It was really nice.
I thought that was a nice tribute to Carl. What did you give this episode?
I personally, I give it a 9.
I give it a 7. I liked Clara's death. I think that was the best part of the episode. I'm that kind of person. but just hear me out. Okay, the setup for this episode had a good setup, but the first 30 minutes was just like solving a mystery. Why the real plot didn't kick in until like the last 15 minutes.
Yeah. I guess I'm one of those people that will watch something, and even the first 30 minutes, I guess it had to build up somehow, but I wish that it wasn't 30 minutes of story or like no story and then 15 minutes of what actually happens. I wish that part would happen through the whole thing.
Yeah, but remember this is just part 1 of the 3-parter.
Yeah, so maybe.
So we still have Heaven Sent,
And
which
Hell.
is coming on tonight, and Hellbent.
I can't wait to see
So yeah, I give this episode a 7 out of 10.
I thought I give it a 9 out of 10. Personally.
So I'm the Dynamic Do-Over,
I'm Death Dealer Films.
and we shall see you tonight for our review for Heaven Sent. The next time.
See you.